Is the Millard family going to Europe? Let's embark on a thrilling expedition into the unknown as we uncover everything we know about Migration 2. So, what kind of adventures await in this highly anticipated sequel? Is everyone on board for the follow-up? Illumination is becoming the best animation company in the world. One of their latest projects, Super Mario Bros., managed to become one of the highest-grossing films of 2023.
Girl?
He wants to marry her.
What? I didn't say that!
You said it with your
And now, they're working on multiple sequels, spin-offs, and, well, original pieces. One of the reasons for the success of Illumination films is the cast ensemble. From the Super Mario Bros. Movie to Sing, Kung Fu Panda, and of course, Migration, the film company makes sure to hire the best actors in the industry. Unfortunately, we're still waiting for Illumination to greenlight the sequel to Migration, but there is a rumor suggesting the project has been greenlit and is expected to arrive sometime in the middle of 2025 at the earliest.
Migration? What a stupid idea.
Okay, you're impossible.
Because I found a safe place for
We'll
us
be
to
happy
live.
if this rumor proves to be true, especially since the original film left us with plenty of questions. And yes, I strongly believe Migration deserves to go beyond its first installment. Do you? If there's a sequel, we expect to see Kumail Nanjiani come back as Mac, the worried father of the Millard family, Elizabeth Banks as the adventurous mother, Pam, Awkwafina back as a pigeon from New York City, Danny DeVito as Uncle Dan, and Keegan-Michael Key as Delroy the Parrot, among others.
I don't want to miss out on life because you're afraid to leave
As
this
for the
pond.
villain, the chef, we are not sure whether he'll fit in a story for a sequel, but we do know that he was alive at the end of the original film, so he might want to seek revenge on the Millard. However, we expect to see a bunch of new faces that will help the creators build a proper continuation. According to Elizabeth Banks, a proper continuation would take the Millards to Europe. Everyone from the cast of the original film is on board for a potential sequel. Illumination's latest masterpiece ended up being praised by fans, who claim this is one of the most original animated films released in the last decade.
What is this place?
People seem to agree that Migration left more than enough space for not one, but at least two more continuations. Migration would work well as a trilogy. Don't you guys agree? Even though the sequel hasn't been greenlit yet, the stars of the film are sharing their own ideas for future Migration projects. Shortly before the release of the movie, Elizabeth Banks did an interview with RadioTimes.com during which she was asked about the possibility of any future Migration films. She said, "Oh, we're going to Europe. You know, that's the next. We're definitely doing the Mediterranean, I think." Adding that they might be going to Paris. Nanjiani responded, "I would love to do many, many more. Hopefully, the creators would consider Banks' idea for a sequel. I think it would be fun to see the characters exploring Europe while dealing with new challenges and facing a new, more powerful villain. But what exactly is Migration about? How did it end? Does the film's ending hint at more adventures?" As mentioned before, Illumination Studios is becoming one of the most successful movie companies in the world.
What is that? Chocolat Rouge.
What's the color orange?
It's you.
Thanks to Super Mario Bros., they managed to climb to the top, and now they're busy working on many projects. To be fair, Pixar and Disney's downfall helped Illumination's success a lot, but I also believe that Illumination expected Migration to be a bigger hit. The film isn't as successful as Super Mario Bros. Or Despicable Me, but it is a beautiful story that stays with you for a long time. Maybe Migration is ahead of its time. Perhaps the film will become more popular in the following year. Either way, it's clear that the creators have thought about a sequel, at least based on the ending of the original movie. The movie explored several serious themes, including the importance of stepping out of one's comfort zone. Hopefully, the sequel will also teach us valuable lessons and will keep the same protagonist. Some fans believe it would be fun to see different leads in the sequel, but I don't know. I think it's better if we see a direct continuation that continues the adventures of the Millards. I also have to mention that there are some Illumination fans who expected more from Migration. These fans were disappointed since the movie's plot was a bit predictable, but I don't see that as an issue. Sometimes we need something lighthearted and easy to watch. What do you think? Let us know, and don't venture too far just yet. Stay tuned as we uncover even more captivating details about the world of Migration 2.
You're old enough to do it in the sky now.
We have a number 2 situation.
Oh.
But it's gross.
Every bird does it
There's
in the
still
sky.
plenty more to discover. Now, let's see how the ending of Migration sets up a sequel. After their long adventure and after facing different challenges, including defeating the chef, the Millard family finally makes it to Jamaica. Mac, his wife, everyone is happy to see that they are at their desired destination. They are especially happy to see the glowing water, and they are ready to turn a new page in their lives. The beautiful sights and the new surroundings are a reward for their long journey they all managed to survive. The fact that they are surrounded by mountains proves that they have arrived in Jamaica. Delroy, who is from Jamaica, is happy to confirm that they are indeed at the right place. The movie ends on a positive note, with Delroy, played by Keegan-Michael Key, also getting his happily ever after. The Millard family saves Delroy after they discover that he is being kept in a cage by the chef. Mac is pushed to save him, and he does. So when Delroy gets out of the cage, he makes it his goal to help the Millard family complete their migration to Jamaica. As mentioned, he comes from Jamaica and knows the way. It's safe to presume that Delroy reunited with his family. At the beginning of the film, viewers discover that he's been separated from his loved ones and is desperate to go back to them. Although we never saw it in a scene, the film's ending implies that he did reunite with his family members. Hopefully, we'll meet his family in a potential sequel. I seriously think this is a character who deserves more screen time in the follow-up. So, is there a post-credit scene? No, there are no post-credit scenes in Migration, unlike most animated films in the film industry nowadays. This one does not feature any bonus sequences, but it does feature some bonus images that tease the Millards' next adventures. In other words, the creators were definitely thinking about a sequel when working on the original film. I believe there are a lot of people that skip the beginning of the movie's credits. You shouldn't have done that because this is where you can see the series of images that tease the family's upcoming adventure. Before we discuss these images, I just want to say that I absolutely love this storyline with the overprotective dad. The fact that he is overprotective, but also the one to initiate the trip, is amazing. The dynamic between him and his wife was perfect because it was realistic and showed what a real-life relationship dynamic looked like. And again, I strongly believe this is one of the most underrated films in the entire history of cinema. So, after the family finally arrives in Jamaica, they are seen helping a family of penguins return to the South Pole in the spring. It's an adorable storyline that could be explored in the potential sequel. There are, in fact, a lot of ways in which the sequel could go. The potential project could focus on a different character. There could be several villains. Perhaps the next villain will be from Jamaica. The Europe trip is always a good idea. Either way, the original film leaves more than enough space for continuation. As our journey through the realms of the potential Migration 2 comes to an end, we hope you're as excited as we are for what lies ahead. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more updates on your favorite tales. Until next time, see ya!